I've never been the biggest GoPro guy because honestly, I just don't do enough extreme stuff to warrant the purchase for one. But this one caught my eye for a particular reason, and it's what GoPro calls hyper smooth. Now they say with hyper smooth, you should get gimbal-like stabilization. And that's pretty impressive for a camera this small and not actually using a gimbal. If you're unfamiliar with what a gimbal does, it keeps the camera steady so you don't have a shaky video when you're recording anything. It gives you that nice smooth cinematic look. More than just hyper smooth, this GoPro actually boasts a lot of different features which can be used in plenty of situations. With the type of camera this thing says it has, you could use it all over the place. But enough of that, let's go ahead and jump into this box and see what we get inside. So this GoPro Hero 7 does start at $400. I'll leave the link in the description for anyone interested. A few of the features here: does have a 12 megapixel camera that records 4K at 60 frames per second, which is really impressive. Does have HDR as well, so hopefully you won't have too much sunlight in your videos. Of course, like I said before, it does have that hyper smooth ability with the gimbal-like quality. It is drop resistant up to 3 feet, water resistant up to 33 feet. But enough of that spec dump. Let's go ahead and jump right into the box. Let's count this down. 3, 2, 1. Wow! Got that ripped right off. GoPro on display here. I like this. Looks pretty nice. I like the black color as well. Looks pretty techy. We don't need that. Throw it to the side. GoPro booklet. Don't need that either. Throw that to the side. An adhesive mount here, so you can clip that onto things. That's cool. Also did grab a chest mount for it as well, so I can test out some of the video footage. Let's go ahead and drop the battery in here and see if we can get this thing powered on. All right, so I went ahead and dropped the battery in. It doesn't have a lot of charge, so it is nearly dead. It also does not come with a memory card, so you will have to have a separate micro SD card in order to use the GoPro. But here you can see the touch screen. You can zoom in right here if you'd like. A little bit of zoom in and out there. You can change the video quality. The battery itself, depending on the quality of video you're shooting, will last for different amounts of time. So if you're shooting 4K 60 frames per second, you should get about 1 hour and 20 minutes of recording. If you're shooting at 1080p 30 frames per second, that's to give you about 2.5 hours of recording. Swing around to the front, you have your little screen here that shows the quality of video you're shooting, the amount of time you're shooting, how much space you have left on the card, and your battery life. Then of course on this side, this is how you actually charge the GoPro. You have your USB cord in here, and also you connect to the computer, and then mini HDMI. The micro SD card goes right here next to the battery. Then you have the battery pull tab, you pull the battery out. Anyway, enough of that. I want to actually test the camera out. Let's take it outside, get some actual footage, and we'll do some comparison shots between having the stabilization on and having it off, and see the actual difference there. All right, all the footage from this point forward will be shot on the GoPro Hero 7, so we can test out the stabilization, see how the sound quality is while I'm speaking into the microphones, and we're gonna go ahead and hit this trail. Let's do it. So there you have it, the GoPro Hero 7. So far, I'm very impressed by this thing. The hyper smooth stabilization, they weren't kidding. With no gimbal at all, this thing sitting on my chest, the video looks really good for my chest moving back and forth the whole time while I'm running and walking. If you like this video, feel free to give it a thumbs up. If you love this video, feel free to subscribe. And if you'd like to support the channel, feel free to share this with everyone you know. Until next time, it's been my pleasure. Peace.